minutes, for the February the 18th city council meeting. If there are any corrections, you can state them in your, motion of adoption.
Mayor, what was the price on, Mr. Jimmy Green's quote that he gave us and repaired? He did an excellent job. You know, what was the,
It was,
It was in a minute, right?
it was $7,850, for the Clay Street, it was $3,750, for Washington Street. 11,600, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
$11,600.
We forgot he did Washington Street. I had forgot about that.
that was the repair around the courthouse, when they could repair around the courthouse?
Yes, ma'am.
I had forgot about it.
Mayor, I wanna ask you about the public seal bid openings.
Yes, ma'am.
It's open to the public,
Yes, ma'am.
and it's here.
Ma'am.
We have it here.
Yes, ma'am, right here in the city chamber.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't
So
know
anytime
to
we have-
attend, I would've been here.
Yes, ma'am. It's always when we put the bid speakers at the top of the sheet on when the bid opening date is.
Okay, at that time, does the public see the bids?
They call them out.
Okay,
They-
okay.
The bids are sealed and the contractors come, public, whoever wanna come, and they open them individually and read them out, and everybody has a tally sheet. The contractors have tally sheets.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody, yeah,
Okay,
writes it
that's-
down, so making sure that it's competitive and
Okay.
legitimate. Yes, ma'am.
Let me see a bid, man, don't we put a run around us before we could see anybody else see it? Don't we supposed to be part of that?
Oh, no,
bid?
no, sir.
You
That,
don't
yeah,
put
no,
no part?
we can show up. No, you're welcome to come to the bid opening.
No, but we not part of that bid,
Yes, sir. Like, you come to the bid opening, it's for everyone.
so it don't matter about us then, right?
What do you mean?
If the bid, if contractors put in a bid, don't it go around this table?
Yes, sir, that's correct. That's why it's in the sheets now for us to approve. So, when you're bidding out a project, every project has its specs.
Yes, sir,
Everybody put in a bid based on the specs.
I understand that.
It's a opening to because the lowest bidder wins the bid. That's how it goes. So that's why everybody's present at the bid opening. That's why it's notice of a bid opening. So all contractors come to bid openings because they want to make sure that they give them a fair share.
Yes, sir.
That, so the public, the public come.
Well, excuse me, most of the time, a bid opening, especially a seal bid,
Mhm.
it goes around, it's supposed to go around the table. And not necessarily the lowest bidder gonna win all the time.
That is true, and I will
Yeah.
correct that. I will make sure that's on record. The council does not have to choose the lowest
we-
bidder, and if the council so chooses to advertise this again and they're not pleased with the
Yeah.
process, you can advertise it again. If you want to put it back out there and say it's just gonna delay the project, but if you feel like you didn't have your share to speak on whatever the bid process was, you can put it back out for advertising. They'll have to come and do it all over again. But if they're not gonna do it here, then you need to say at 6 o'clock, because when you guys voted and we put the information, before you guys, when we put the information in the paper, it said 10 o'clock or whatever it was.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's what was advertised, and the public and the council had the right to attend that particular meeting, because it's only gonna be open once. So when it's open then, you can see, so make sure everything is done fairly, and then it comes back to you guys, once the engineer does his tally, to decide what you guys want to do with the bidders who were in the presence of submitting those particular bids.
But see, what I'm trying to get to, I know I'm ignorant to the point of it, but I've been in bidding process for years. And 90% of the time, the bids go around the table, opened by the board. They decide who they want. Yeah, they take the recommendation from the engineer because he probably know more than they do, but 90% of the time, sometimes the lowest bidder is the worst bidder.
We have done it like that in the past, Mayor, if you don't mind me saying. We have done it like that in the past. So I have been the one to open bids if you guys recall, Councilman Jackson, Councilman Keeney, if you guys recall, I have bought those sealed bids in here when they submit them to us. And I have got them and showed you guys in the public what was done and showed you guys that they were sealed and gave you the opportunity to do all of that. But I don't do those particular tallies because I'm not too familiar with the specifications and any of that. So the engineer has done it a little bit different, but he's advertised it and took the steps necessary. Now, if you want to go back to that particular way, then you can put a vote on the table and say you're not pleased with the process, and you can go back to doing it that way if you want to be the ones to open the bids. But the contractors then will still come here at 6 o'clock if that's the case, and they will do the same thing that they did at the meeting prior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you guys have that choice.
When do we voted for the change from that?
I don't remember a vote to change from that. I think
That's
they were
right.
making it convenient for contractors who were bidding
Yeah, buddy.
on the process to make sure they were getting the fair, bid. I'm not sure that's a question for the engineer.
It's when they do the process, the state is also there. They do it like a Zoom, okay? So we're using federal funds, so there's certain guidelines,
But it's certain guidelines
Yeah,
there
but
that
it's still-
you just excused of, period.
No, you guys wasn't excused because it was saying bid opening at the top of the paper. That means that it's open to the public.
But we didn't have be honest with you, we met on Wednesday, the day after the bid. The bids opening was on the 17th.
That's correct. It was a notice
Wait,
for that.
let me finish, man. The bid was open on the 17th to the public. We were sitting here looking at you on the 18th, and nobody said jack. One of the bidders called me on the 18th at 12 o'clock during the day and said, "Look, Mr. Kenny, I don't want to bid." I said, "Ain't no way the hell you don't want to
Yeah, he
bid
had
because
one.
I hadn't even seen the bid."
We have to approve the bids. They can't win the bid. They
I
don't want to
thought that's what we was for. I might as well go home if you don't need me. If y'all don't need me, I might as well go home.
What you're saying, I'm lost because you have a tally sheet. You have a tally sheet. That means that all the bids that were open are on a tally sheet to be approved by the governing body. It's a tally sheet. This is a tally sheet. Say bid tabulation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Read that, please. Read it out loud, please.
Oh, God. This is not.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, I got one for everybody.
The council devised which
You
bids
can pass that
accept
around if you want.
the lowest responsible. The city council decides which bid to accept, ensuring it goes to the lowest responsible and, responsive bidder. They have the discretion to reject all bids if prices are expensive. Mayor, as the chief executive, meticulously executes, signs the contract authorized by the council in the municipalities with fewer than 12,000 people. The mayor is a member of the council and vote. That's the part you wanted me to read.
Yes, sir.
Somebody sent the engineer.
That's enough. You ain't gotta waste your
Yeah.
time.
They said the city council decides which bid to accept, ensuring it goes to the lowest responsible and responsive bidder. They have the discretion to reject all bids if prices are expensive.
Yes, sir.
That's what it says.
So where did that come from?
This could
That's
come
gonna be a law.
like a handbook,
Yes.
Alabama League of Municipalities.
So, apparently I'm not asking the wrong question then. I think we did improper bidding. I think we need to do it all over again.
So I'm gonna read it again. They said, the council decides which bid to accept, ensuring it goes to the lowest responsible and responsive bidder. They have the discretion to reject all bids if prices are expensive.
Right. So who is that? The council? Who is the council?
Excessive.
That's us?
So,
That's what you're doing tonight, You're voting, the voting hasn't happened. You're voting tonight. But if you're not pleased with how the process went, guys, so that we can move on, you can reject what happened and you can say, send it back, advertise it again. Ms. Hinton, it needs to go back in the paper, tell the engineer we want to open it up at 6 o'clock when the council meets, or if you want 10 o'clock, if the council wants to meet whatever day. If you want that to be done, you have that choice. But the voting is not happening until tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
But
But
isn't,
one other question, and
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
leave it alone, 'cause I know we got other business. to do.
Okay,
Okay, you said we can just,
you can reject that process. If you want to
Okay.
say, Mayor, I did not like the process of what happened and how it was advertised, I want to reject that, I make a motion, I move to reject that particular process, I wish that we re-advertise the bid that was before us on the 17th, then we have it back out to advertise and give people the opportunity to bid again. I want that bidding to take place at 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, but do 3 weeks from now so that we can advertise it properly, okay?
yes,
But
ma'am.
you have that's your responsibility. You can do that. You don't
Yes.
have to accept what is before you, but it's just gonna start the process all over again.
Yes, ma'am.
so let me, one quick thing. So we all should have been there on the 17th and it would have been done like y'all explained.
Yes, if
We
you
didn't
had
know
come
to
to
do
the,
that.
if you had come to the 17th meeting, I did put it in your emails and I did advertise it on Facebook and it was in the newspaper. But if you guys had come to the public meeting, it would have been open in front of you guys then. But listen, it is your choice. If you say you did not make it to that meeting, you want to feel secure about what you're bidding on, then, not bidding on, what you're voting on, then put it back on the table, put it for a motion and say re-advertise it and go from there, okay?
Let me say this, we don't approve the bids at the bid opening.
Yes,
We
sir.
all open them to see what the bids are. He add the bids to the bid tally sheet that you all have to let you know what the bids are for us to approve.
Yes, sir.
These are the bidders and these are the bids. And they got them, just lined out, it's just lined out. If you can see, it's only, we only have one bid for the telemetry. It's one bid.
Now, what you do wanna do, Mayor and Council, is make sure that you do speak with the attorney regarding this, because these bids were submitted, and they were open, and now you know who bidded what, and I'm sure that those other people know who bidded what. Now they have the opportunity to go back in, bid a couple of $100 cheaper or whatever else. So, we might need, Attorney Jackson did ask me for an executive session to relay that to you guys, so if you guys need to discuss that and come back to it in executive session as to how to handle that, because you have those numbers before you, and because whoever was at that bid opening,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
also heard how that other person, bidded. So, in order to be fair, we need to make sure we're not gonna run into any legal trouble, okay?
By law, it's required, when they submit bids, they put tape around them, they seal them up, when they bring them in and submit them, they're, completely taped up. You know what I'm saying? So they cut them all the way loose, wire, and majority of the time the contractors come so they can get a fair shot on the bid. The bid opening is open to everyone, but that's the bid opening to get the tally sheet.
But
Yeah,
ma'am,
yeah,
I apologize if I'm wrong, but what I'm looking at, the engineer's a city employee,
He's
that's
just
all
giving
he
a
is.
recommendation.
No, but he just a city employee, look like he handling the bid by himself, this time.
Everybody's there, the
You should've
contractors.
just called me and let me handle the bid then.
The contractors.
This
are
man from
there.
Wetumpka, I don't even know him from nowhere, how he got my number, I don't know, he called me, Mr. Kenneth, thank you, I know you're a city council, but I won the demolition bid, I was $10,000 less than anybody that bid.
So majority.
That was on, before our Wednesday meeting.
I don't know the name of the company, I don't know where they from, when you post it for the public to take bids, you can be any company from Seattle, Washington,
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know.
I know.
But they have a list, these people they do this every day, like they,
Let me get an opinion. Attorney Jackson,
I think we may get clarity in executive session,
Yes.
but
alright,
if someone thinks that they won the bid just because they are
the lowest bid.
then they
That's
are
not-
deceived,
they are
right?
wrong.
They have the wrong information. Because at this point, nobody has the bid because you all haven't voted. Because you all decide who has the
Nobody
bid.
can't
They
be it
do
in
know
through by the
what
city
bid
council.
was the lowest. But because you all don't have to decide based on the lowest, because there are other factors that are at play, that person could just have the wrong information and understanding of the law. So, and anything else may need to be discussed in executive session, but you all decide what is bid to accept, and that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, what I would like to see are the bids, I would like to see those, are they already trashed, or do y'all have to?
the attorney, not the attorney, the engineer should have kept copies of all of that information. But you guys, like I said, bring it back to the table.
do it like
Let's
this.
go to executive session and go back to the table if you wanna advertise it later.
Well, it ain't no good name and character involved in here, is it?
I would think that you're gonna have some
Is it
legal,
good?
it's gonna be a legal issue. The attorney is saying it's gonna be a legal issue because the bids were open, people know what people bidded, and
That's
You
what
have
I'm
the
talking about. They
information
was gonna
there.
own it Until it came around.
well, let Attorney Jackson answer
Yes,
any
ma'am.
legal
We'll do
questions
it your
in
way.
executive
We'll do it
session,
your way.
okay?
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
I'm sorry, guys, I just have to
You want me
keep
to
you
do it later,
compliant.
ma'am, or you wanna do this later, or you wanna?
No, we got the minutes on the floor. As soon as we do the minutes, we'll go through,
Okay.
we'll finish, we'll do our, our old business, and then when we start on new business, we'll take an, executive session.
Yes, sir.
So we have a motion on the floor to adopt the minutes of February 18th meeting.
Move.
Been moved by Councilman Kenny, a second.
I second it.
Second by Councilwoman LaCroix. Any questions? All in favor, aye? Any opposers? Ayes have, motion carried for the adoption of February 18th